Hello, beloved ones. Hamilton here, the intimacy and income alchemist, your own psychic surgeon. And yeah, do you expect your desires to materialize in your physical reality? What is it that you believe in, right? As in, like, probably you are a prayer queen, goddess, whatever you call it, right? Or an affirmer, you are good with affirmations. But do you really expect that to materialize, or it's just a ritual, as in like something that you do because you heard that it works, because you've seen your parents pray? you know, Sometimes when it comes to prayers, I always say, sometimes you don't pray. You heard your parents complaining and you just followed that. You heard a priest, pastor, whatever, complaining, and you took it that that's a prayer, right? But anyway, that's beside the point. Something happened actually. I had to go somewhere today, and because there has been, yeah, not consistent delivery in terms of the S-Bahn, train and all that. So a part of me was like, is it really gonna go well? You know, that is, a part of me was expecting the delay or whatever shit that usually happens. But then, because of my expecting something to go wrong, I realized that shit, I'm running out of time. And what do? I get to run. And while I'm running, I'm speaking, commanding the time to freeze so that I don't get to miss the train. And as I'm running, I'm checking the time. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to miss it. And before you know it, I see the train is coming. And guess what? I didn't continue running. I stopped. And the time did not freeze as I wanted, but the train stopped way longer than it normally does. But what has happened is I stopped. And that made me reflect in life, like, oh shit. When you want something, when you believe, when you pray about something, do you expect it to be delivered? And the question is, not only expect it to be delivered, what is your participation in life? What are you doing for you to receive that? Right? When you see something that shows up that may not be how you wanted God to deliver, because at times, or most of the time, we tell God how we want things to be delivered. I want time to stop. But then God said, I'm not going to stop time, but I'll stop the train so that you don't miss it. But I stopped because as much as I said, I commanded, there is a part of me that expected the normal, right? But it was not the normal. It was the extraordinary that was being delivered at that moment. So some of you are busy praying, but what the fuck are you praying for if you are not participating in life? And I asked you, do you have the capacity? That is, what does your body do when what you want is delivered? What does your mind say when what you want is delivered? Or a part of you is refusing to receive that because, no, this is not how I expect God to bring the man of my life into my life. I don't expect him to come this way. This one is just too perfect. He is too loving. Oh, no, it may be a love bombing. Because that's what you experience. You refuse what is in front of you. And you're like, God, I don't want it to be this way. I want it to come the way I want. And you devilized whatever that is showing up. And at times it can be just God removing somebody who has been taking space in your life. And be like, this relationship has to end for you to have the capacity for more of that which you want. But then what do? The devil is a liar. That's what you say. And you are busy praying, complaining, and God is saying, this is what I have for you. So I'm just here to ask you, do you expect your desire to be materialized in your physical reality? Do you expect to win? What are your beliefs? You may believe something, but receiving, it's a different frequency. Receiving requires you to be in the embodiment. Receiving requires you to be present. And another thing that you may have heard about manifestation is letting go of how that has to come through, right? This or better, and you let go. And that's exactly what I experienced this morning when I expected time to slow down or whatever. But then It was not time that slowed down. It was the train that stopped. But I stopped. And many of you do that every day when it comes to your business, when it comes to your relationship. Instead of being in participation, instead of going ahead and doing what works, of running to go wherever that you are meant to go, you stop. And probably you turn your back and watch on what somebody is doing, on what is wrong. Your attention is now not on what you want, right? It's on, oh my God, how can I go with this? What is somebody doing? You miss the moment. And then you complain, my prayers are not answered. No, you are not present to receive. You do not have the capacity to receive what you are being called to. You do not have the capacity to receive that which you are praying for. It has become a norm, right? It's a ritual. It's a to-do list. Oh, I prayed. Oh, I affirmed today, right? And you go through life complaining, not being satisfied. And God is like, open up to receive. Let go, detach, right? Don't hold on how that has to be delivered. All that you get to do is be a participant. This is what I talk about when I talk about co-creation. This is not something that you can learn in church. Co-creation. Are you co-creating with God? And who is co-creating with God? What aspect of yours? Which is what I asked you yesterday. And if you haven't watched that video, better go back and watch. What aspect of yourself is co-creating with God? Is it a little child who is crying and feeling unloved, feeling unworthy? Is it the part of you that expects the chaos, the dysfunction that you were brought up in? Is it a part of you that has been told who the fuck do you think you are? And you think you get to go through life proving yourself every single fucking moment? Or it's a part of you that knows that it is extraordinary, a part of you that expects to receive, a part of you that expects miracles to happen? Because that's a different version. It's you seeing yourself as the God self. It's you creating space for more. It's you letting go of the dysfunction, letting go of saving people who do not want to be saved, letting go of falling in love with potential, right? Letting go of abandoning yourself to sustain relationship, friendship, jobs that do not fulfill your desire. Letting go of feeding your hunger and starving your soul, baby. That's you, the extraordinary version. The part of you that knows I am worthy of this. And something actually happened to add up into that, because I had a problem with the husband. And then just an hour or two, somebody comes and be like, oh, I'm going to be going back. Do you want to ride? And I'm like, okay, universe, I see you, right? And you can do that. The question is, are you present enough? Do you have the space? Are you open to be supported? Ooh, support. Because somebody came and said, since you are frustrated with the timelines and everything with the whole S-Bahn thing, I'm going to give you a right to go back, right? I am expecting to win. I'm expecting to be supported. I'm feeling safe in my extraordinariness. And that was a reminder that I received this morning. And I want to share that with you. And if you are ready to create space, let me know. And we can do something, baby, because you are not here to settle for mediocre. You are not here to repeat the pattern that held women in your lineage hostage. You are not here to repeat the patterns of an absent father. You are here for more, but you got to make space. You got to be a participant in your own life. Much love. Bye-bye. All right.